Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Jazakumullahu khairan. It's lesson 9 of 10 today, inshallah. Next week will be lesson 10, then just one extra lesson the week after, which will be on the Salah, word to word Salah translation, inshallah. Right. Today, inshallah, we're going to break at 8:40, which is 1 hour, 10 minutes away, inshallah, for Isha. Then we will come back. Right. Ready to go? So let's start off with the homework for lesson 8, which was complete the present tense verb tables for the following root verbs. So you have alima. All you had to do is put alima into the present tense verb table that we did last week. So before it was kataba yaktubu. Now it's going to be alima ya'lamu. Right? Ya'lamu is the first one. You learn ya'lamu with alima. The pattern is all the same, except you don't know necessarily what the vowel is on the third letter. It's either going to be ya'lamu, ya'lumu, or ya'limu. Remember? There's no formula to be able to tell what it is. You have to learn it with each verb. So for alima, it's ya'lamu. For kataba, it's yaktubu. Okay, so you won't know what the vowel on the third letter is. You'll need to learn it when you learn the root word. So it'll be alima ya'lamu. Now you know what it is. Once you know the vowel on the third letter, it's going to stay the same all the way through. Look, all the way through the table. That's not going to change. For alima, it's a fatha for ya'lamu, right? So that's all you needed to know, and you would have got that from your vocabulary table, I think. So ya'lamu, and the plural is ya'lamuna, right? Third person. Remember what we said about third person. Third person is furthest away from you. Ya is furthest away from the alif in the alphabet. For second person, it's the same as the third person, except it begins with a ta. So ta'lamu, you know. Ta'lamuna, you all know. Right? That's what we went over last week. Second person is ta, begins with ta. Third person begins with ya. Right? So we've done them. Ya'lamu, ya'lamuna. Ta'lamu, ta'lamuna. And then a'lamu is alif. It's like the first letter of the alphabet, right? And so it's, think of that as I. It even looks like an I, okay? A'lamu, I know. And na'lamu, the noon. Remember what we said about the noon? The dot is you, and everybody else around you makes up the noon. Na'lamu. Right? So just a matter of writing that down in the hopes that you learn the table. Next one. For dhalama, to oppress, it's yadlimu. Yadlimu. Okay, so for dhalama, for the present third letter has a kasra on it, a zir. Right? So yadlimu, yadlimuna. Second person, tadlimu, tadlimuna. And for first person, adlimu and nadlimu. Okay? That's this one. The last one, fa'ala. Fa'ala means to do. So for fa'ala, you have to learn fa'ala yaf'alu, knowing that this has a fatha on it on this verb. So yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. He does, they all do. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. You do, you all do. And the last one, af'alu and naf'alu. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. So just a matter of inserting those letters in the table and you get all the answers. The only tricky bit is knowing the vowel on the third letter. Once you know what it is for that verb, it stays the same all the way through the table. And for that, you will have to learn it. That's why you learn the present tense with the past tense. Fa'ala yaf'alu, so you know what the vowel is on the third letter. Everybody happy? Okay, good. Right, next one. How can you work out what the vowel should be on the third letter of a present verb? So somebody just write the answer down. I've said it about 2-3 times already. So how can you work out what the vowel should be on the third letter of the present verb? So how can you work out what this vowel should be? How can you work it out? This vowel here. Yes, right. There's no way of knowing it just like that. Yeah, you have to learn it for each verb. So fa'ala yaf'alu. Kataba yaktubu. You have to learn the present form with the past. Yeah. And many times it's what sounds easiest, right? It's what sounds easiest. Or sometimes you might think, well, I know this word comes in the Quran. In the Quran, it's ya'lamuna, for example, right? So sometimes you know the word in the Quran and you can figure, or you can say, oh yes, I know this one. It's that, right? But yeah, you have to work it out. There's no formula. Right, so that's what that was. Learn the present tense verbs table. That's essential. Learn all the words in the vocabulary list. I think the vocabulary list comes after this test, right? So let's try and see. Yep. No problem. Yeah. Just getting delivery of some food. I won't tell you what it is. Look at it. Right, okay, so right, so let's go. Test. Why do you need to learn the present tense with the present tense with the past root verb? We've just done it. It's because you need to know what vowel sits on the third letter. Okay, just doing it, repeating it, knowingly repeating it so that it sits in the head. Translate the following. Okay, so translate the following. Ya'lamu. Remember, whenever you see a ya, it's third person. Look at the ending, it's not a plural. So it's he and the verb. He knows, right? He knows. The next one, ta. So ta signifies you, second person. Ta'lamu, you, and the verb. You know, because alima means to know. That's where we get ilm from, ulama from, alim from, ma'lum from, to do with knowledge, right? So, you know, masculine. So this one, ta'lamuna, you, all. So the ta signifies you. The una signifies all. And now you need to know what the root word is. Alima, to know. So you all know. You all know. With this one, the ya means he, right? But because it's come with the plural, the he becomes they. They all know. They all know. Okay? So ta'lamuna, you all know. Ya'lamuna, you all know. Na'lamu, noon, when a noon comes at the start of a verb, it means we. Na'lamu, we all, so yeah, we know, we all know. Yeah. And a'lamu, I know. You see the I here, the alif. I know, right? Like here, I know, I know. Right? Happy? right? And then we come on to the Quran. So, وَيَخْلُقُ, وَيَخْلُقُ. The ya shows its third person, he. And then khalaqa means to create. So, وَيَخْلُقُ, and he creates. And he creates ma la, what not. And he creates what not you all know. Ta'lamuna, you all have ilm of. So, and he creates what not you all know. So, and he creates what you all do not know. Okay? Wallahu, and Allah, ya'lamu. Ya'lamu means, you want to type it, people? Ya'lamu means, so the ya literally means he. Yeah, exactly. And alima means to know. So he knows. So, and Allah, he knows. Wa, and antum. Antum is lesson 3, I think we did. Antum means, what does antum mean? You all. La, not. La means not. Ta'lamuna, you all know. So, and Allah, he knows, and you all do not know. And you have to remember here, the lam, you can't say la ta'lamuna. You can't say la ta'lamuna. La ta'lamuna means completely the opposite. It means you definitely know. Right? So, la ta'lamuna. You have to make sure you pronounce this alif here. Make it 2 counts. La ta'lamuna. Right? I think it's the last one. Qala. Qala. We did qala about 2-3 weeks ago. What does qala mean? Qala. Qala. He said. Excellent. He said, Inni. Yeah, let's just do it like that. Let's get people typing. Verily, something else as well. There's a ya there. Inna is like verily. Yes, good. Indeed, I. Let's just see what's translating here. Okay, verily I. He said, verily I. A'lamu. A'lamu. You see the I here as well. I know. Ma la. What not. Ta'lamuna. Ta'lamuna. Ta, second person. Plural. Ilm. You all know. So he said, indeed I, verily I know what you all do not know. Okay, this is how, little, just how simple the sort of structures are, right? A'lamu, ta'lamuna, ya'lamuna. Yeah, you just got to get them in your head. Okay, happy to move on? Okay, good. Oh, another one. So, Wallahu, and Allah, bima. So bima, I sort of understand a lot of times bi means with, like Bismillah, with the name of Allah. Ma means what, right? So if you just understand it in your head that with bima means with what, you're generally going to figure out when you understand the rest of the sentence, you're going to figure out what it means, inshallah, right? So, and Allah, right, just imagine if that means with what. Ta'maluna, ta'maluna, you all know. Sorry, you all do. Amal, yeah. Ain Mim Lam is amal. Amal means, to do. Yeah. This one here was lam and mim. Alima. Yeah. That's ilm. This one's amala. This one is amala, action. Okay, so this word and that word are not the same. That's ta'lamuna ilm. This is ta'maluna amal. Amal means to do, right? So, and Allah, with what you all do, basir, he sees. So, and Allah, whatever you do, he sees it. So can you see how when you understand its meaning with what, you can figure it out. And Allah, whatever you do, he sees it. Allah's all seeing whatever you do. As I said, be has many, many meanings, but if you think of it mostly to mean with, you should be able to understand the sentence. Okay? Right, vocabulary. Abun. Aba'un. So this is plural. What is abun? Father. Excellent. 64. Ahlun. Ahlul bayt. Over 100. A family. Ulaika. Those. 206. Ayatun. Ayatun. Verses. Yeah. Signs. As somebody, mentioned somebody once, I read it somewhere. Sometimes it means verse, sometimes it means sign. But each verse of the Quran is also a sign. Each verse is also a sign of the truthfulness of the Quran. Right? 84. Ba'id. Ba'id. I think this is also an Urdu word. Ba'id. Yeah. Far. Ba'id, far. Ibnun. And then you got banuna, abna'un. Ibn. Yeah. Son. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, for example. Abdullah ibn Abbas. Umar ibn al-Khattab. Yeah. Son of. It means son of. Sabrun. Sabrun. Patience. Excellent. 10. غير. غير. غير mean. Not. 43. Li, when it is attached onto a word like a noun. For, to, belonging. Or 1,500 times. لعل. لعل. Perhaps. 130. مثل. مثل. Like. In Urdu we say masal, which is same word, I presume. مثل. Like. ملائكة. الملائكة. Angels. Excellent. Excellent. So, lesson 9. Inshallah, lesson 9 should be a bit of an easy lesson. It's a quick lesson, inshallah. So we may finish early, inshallah. Ready to go? Ready. Okay. Yes. Right. We've done this slide before. There are 2 types of verbs. regular and irregular, or regular and weak, or regular and hollow. Different words are used. The book used irregular, so I just use that, but I generally call it weak. I maybe change the slides maybe sometime to weak. Right, so we've done this. Can anybody without looking at your notes remember how you can tell if a verb is irregular or weak? Can you remember? It's got 3 letters? Nope. Good try. Most verbs in Arabic have 3 letters, regular and irregular. Fantastic. Right, let's just see if some non-Arab can do it. Yes, excellent. Right. Yes. They have, if the root word has any of these 3 letters, either an alif or a waw or a ya, then the verb is weak. The verb is weak. If it has one of these mad letters, these are also mad letters. They're weak letters. Oh, don't know what's happened there. Right, okay. So you remember that, yeah? It's the same slide, inshallah. What's the second way you can tell a verb is weak in Arabic? Anybody? Yes. Okay, excellent. Right. Yep, excellent, 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 excellent. Yeah. So that one, okay. Yes. So when the second and the third letter are both the same, the verb is weak as well. It's the same case for regular verbs as well. It's the same thing. It's the same for, sorry, present verbs. It's the same thing, right? So, meaning the slide is exactly the same as the one you saw a few lessons ago. So this is Dad, Lam, Lam. And because Lam, Lam are the same, you just put a shad on it, meaning you read it twice. Dalla. So that's how you can tell if a verb is weak. How can you tell if a verb is regular? How can you tell if a verb is not weak and it's just regular? Exactly. Right, because it don't fall into any of these categories here. Everything else. And the majority of verbs are regular. Right? So we did this about 2 weeks ago, yeah? Same slide. What problem does this a weak verb present us? What problem does it give us? What problem do we have with a weak verb? Same answer as 2 weeks ago. Or 3, 4 weeks ago. Yeah. It is difficult to fit in the table. That table, you can put any regular verbs in there. As long as you know the vowel on the third letter, you can put any regular verbs in there and it'll churn out. You know how to do it. It fits all and you don't have any difficulty. But with weak verbs, you have some difficulty. Some may just fit with a very minor thing and it might be dead easy. Others you might have to think and you might not know. And then you got like verb conjugators on the internet. You could just put in the 3 letters and it will tell you. It'll give you the whole conjugation. It'll give you all the different ways of saying it, and you'll discover there what the letter is on the third vowel. And even if it's a weak one, it'll tell you how to do it. Verb conjugators in online. There's plenty. There's a few. Right. Okay. So your job, right? It's your job now to fill this in. Qala is the root word. Right, and don't look at tables. Yeah, close your books. Open your books on the regular table that you did last week. Yeah, if you can. So you can see this one would have been yaktubu yaktubuna, ya'lamu ya'lamuna. So yaktubu from kataba. So we think qala is going to be, without looking at your answers. Qala, have a guess. Kataba becomes yaktubu. So you're going to start off with a ya, okay? Ya. Yakatalu. Good try. Yakatalu. Good try. It's wrong. You guys got it. You guys guess, or have you seen a word similar in the Quran, so you knew what it was? Or your Arabs, one of them too. Okay. Yaktubu. Yaktubu is for kataba, but for qala, is it? It's going to be nope, not yaktulu. Yep, some of you have got it. Just waiting for some other answers. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else want to try? Okay, so the point is given a problem. It's given a problem. Okay, right. You would think kataba yaktubu, so qala yaqalu or something, right? It remains. Okay, so we've got different answers, which proves my point. Yeah, which proves my point. So what this one is, you just have to know it. It's yaqulu. Now you might say, oh yeah, I've seen that in the Quran, right? Yaqulu. What's going on? It's the alif has disappeared. And I would like to tell you that the root letters of qala is not qaf, alif, and lam. It's qaf, waw, and lam. If you're going to look in the dictionary, and you know when you look at the dictionary to look up a word in Arabic, you look up the root word. Yeah, you look up, so for yaktubu, kitab, the root words are going to be kataba. So you're going to have to open up the dictionary on ka, and then go to ta, and go to ba, kataba. That's where you'll see all the words yaktubu, maktaba, for example, them sort of things, okay? So for qala, if you go to the dictionary and go to qaf, and then go to alif, you're not going to see it there. It's going to be qaf, waw, and lam. You might ask, why is it qaf, waw, and lam? And it becomes qala. Why? How? Allah alam, I don't know, right? But it just is. Maybe an answer, there may be a reason, but I don't know it, right? So the waw now in present tense has come out. Like imagine the waw of the root letter has come out. So it's just yaqulu, right? It looks different. Kataba yaktubu doesn't follow that pattern. It's qala yaqulu. Now you've got the yaqulu, the rest, you've figured out the formula, the tweak that was needed to be made to get it in the table. Now you know that the rest should be clockwork, like clockwork. Remember, the yas and the tas and the alif and the noon, they don't change. Just the formation of the root word, which is weak, changed a bit. So it became yaqulu. Yaqulu means third person, remember? Yeah. Yaqulu, he says. So how am I going to say you all say? I'm going to say you all say. Oh, sorry. He says. How am I going to say they all say? Third person. Remember? Remember what I did last week? A, ta, ya, and na. Right? So, exactly good. Yaquluna. The waw and the noon appear. It's yaqulu with una at the end. Yaktubu, yaktubuna, yaqulu, yaquluna. Right? He says, they all say. Job done. Now you should automatically be able to tell me what second person is. Second person, what features, what letter prefixes for second person? The ta. Good. So taqulu, you say. What is you all say? Taqul. What's going to be here? Exactly the same as the top, but it's going to be with the ta now. Exactly. Good. Taquluna, you all say. So the first one, yaqulu, yaquluna, he says, they all say. Now the ta means you. Taqulu, you say. Taquluna, you all say. Okay, so it's just a revision of the previous table. You just got to know the adjustment for qala. And we're just going to do qala and kana because they appear a lot. There's other words as well, weak words. We don't cover them in this course. And if you do want to know like wajada, what is it going to be, right? Then you can just go to verb conjugator and on the internet, type in wajada, enter, and it'll give you It'll give you lots of different combinations, more than this, because this is level 1. We're just doing a small few combinations, right? But you'll find, inshallah, in there you'll find these. And then how do I say I? What do we do when I want to say I? Exactly. Good. Good. Yeah, good. Ana, not Ana. Ana means me. Yeah. But how am I going to say I say? Good. Okay, one person's putting all the Arabic and putting all the vowels on as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Aqulu. Aqulu, right? Aqulu. And then the last one, no prizes for guessing. Good. Good. Exactly. Yes. Not naquluna, just naqulu. Yeah. And that's how many times I could find it in the Quran, the particular exact words. So look at it. It's like, you're talking about 200. Good. Right. Are we happy with that? Are we happy knowing what we had to do? We had to, this one on a regular table, yaktubu, yaktubuna. This one, the qala becomes yaqulu. Now, if you learn the past tense verb, qala, you'll also would have learned if you did it in the vocabulary. Qala yaqulu. You learn it like that. So you'll automatically learn it if you learn the past and the present together. Wajada yajidu. Right? That's a weak one as well. Right? Kataba yaktubu. Qatala yaqtulu. So you automatically learn the first one in here. And maybe once you've got the first one in the present tense, you can figure the rest out dead easy. Just stick the yas on for the third person, the tas on for the second person, and alif here and a noon here. Yeah. Do you understand that? Happy? Are you happy with that? It's last week's table, but with an adjustment made for the weak verb qala. Okay, so now we're going to do the same, but with kana. Without looking at your tables, kana. Kana means he was. So how do you say he is? If you learnt your kana root word in the vocabulary, you would have also, if you learnt the present, you would have seen it there. You would have learnt it there. And because qala and kana are similar, then their adjustment is similar as well. In fact, sometimes same. Excellent, you got it. Anybody else? iPad, did you just check your iPad, or did you really do it properly without looking? Without looking, yeah? Right. Good. Good. Right. So, good. So it's the same adjustment. Everybody's getting it, right? It's the same adjustment. In fact, I don't think I've even seen a wrong answer. They're all right. Everybody did the right answer. You may be fresh off the qala, because the qala and kana look the same. Yaqulu, and in this time, for kana is yakunu. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yakunu. Yeah. Yakunu. You might see a yakuna. You might see the ending a bit different in the Quran sometimes, yeah? Don't worry about that too much yet. It still means the same thing. We're not going to cover the difference, inshallah, in this course. That's level 2. Right? I smile when I say level 2 because that means I'm advertising level 2 for you. Right? So do the next one then. Yakunu, you've got the formula, okay? Yakunu. What's this one going to be? Yeah. Not yaktuna. Yeah. Good. Good. Just put una on the end, right? A wow and a noon. So it becomes yakununa. So yakunu means he is. Yakununa, they are. Let's go on to the next one. What's going to go here? You've got the pattern now. Good. Yeah. Yeah. The one we say in Arabic is takunu. The noon has a dhamma on the end. Yeah. Good. Takununa. Excellent. Yeah. Sorry. Takunu. Yeah, you're right. Takunu. Yeah. Takunu. It's just the same. This one is just the same as this one, except this one starts with a ta, this one starts with a ya. Same with this one here. Good. Good. Yeah. Takununa. So yakunu, he is. Takunu, you are. Yakununa, they are. Takununa, you are. And then the last one. I was looking for somebody to say akuna. Akuna matata. Somebody said it, right? Right? It is actually a word, but right now we're not doing that. We're just doing the one which has a dhamma ending. Akunu. Akunu means I am. Because kana means to be. So I am. And the last one. Fantastic. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Fast typer in Arabic. Whoever's, yes, this person is typing very fast. Right. Nakunu. Yeah, it's not a na at the end. Yeah, you might have seen nakuna somewhere. No problem. That does exist. The word can be written like that. Yeah, that's right. That's right, iPad. That's right. Yes, you got it. So here look at the in this one the singulars come a lot. Look, yakunu 45, takunu 35, akunu 10. Okay. And you know what? That is it for today. Easy lesson. Is that an easy lesson? So we've got to learn for today. So I think that the homework might be, I don't know what the homework is yet, but learn these combinations here. Yaqulu, yaquluna, taqulu, taquluna, aqulu, naqulu. And if you learned last week's table, all you need to know is the first one, yaqulu, and job done. Yeah, you know how to do it. And then for kana, which doesn't appear, look at the numbers for qala, right? About 200 times, right? For kana, it is about 100, right? So still comes, but look at qala. Qala is very important. And that's present tense. Right? So you're going to have to learn this one as well. Yakunu, yakununa, takunu, takununa, akunu, nakunu. That's all. So what we can do now is do some verses. We might even be finished before Isha today, inshallah. Right? It might be finished at 8:40 today, inshallah. Right? Okay, so let's look at the verses. Why does the alif become a waw? Okay, so why does the alif become a waw here, right? Like here, yeah, while qala, and this one became yaqulu. Why did the alif become a waw? Originally, the word is qaf waw lam, right? So the original letter really is waw. But then you might ask, why did it become alif, right? Allah alam, it's just, I don't know the reason. I don't know if there is a reason that people know of, or whether it's just that's how it is in Arabic, right? So for now, I just say that's how it is in Arabic. I don't know the reason, right? It's the pattern. So qala just becomes yaqulu, it just does. And what's happening is behind the scenes. This wow is really a root letter. It's the actual root letter, right? So it's as though the root letters come back out. So it's just this. Yaqul. I don't know the reason. Yeah. Go back. Right. So here we go. Yaqulu. Translate now, please. Yaqulu. Okay. What does yaqulu mean? Yaqulu. Just okay, outside of the Quran. Just what does yaqulu mean? He says. Right? He says. Good. Al-insanu. So someone's asking the root letter of qala is really qaf, waw, and lam. Qaf, waw, lam. Okay, so al-insanu, the people. Yawma idhin. We did yawma idhin. More than just that day. Not the day of. On that day, right? On that day. I hope in my slides it's written on that day. I think it is, right? On that day. Yawma idhin. You can see the word yawm. Look, yawm. Ya, waw, mim, yawm. You know what yawm means day? Yawmul Jumu'ah, Yawmul Qiyamah, yeah? Yawm al-Fath, right? So Yawm means day, and the idhin, so you know it's got something to do with day. Idhin is altogether, it makes it on that day, right? Aina, Aina. What's Aina mean? Where? In Arabic, conversational Arabic, you'll say min Aina anta, where are you from? Right? So where Aina al-Mafar, right? So you have to know this word, far. So this far is a weak verb actually. Fa, ra, and ra, right? Its root words are fa, ra, ra. So it's a weak verb. It's one of, it's like bolla. It's like one of them weak verbs. Right? So, okay. So, yaqulul insanu, he says, mankind, on that day. Right? So it translates as, he will say, on that day. So mankind, so on that day, the human being will say, Aina, where is the al-mafar? Where is the place to flee? Yeah, mafar means a place to flee. You have to just know that word, right? Okay, but he says, he will say on that day. We'll learn, inshallah, next week why it becomes he will, right? As long as you know, literally, this word by itself means he says, al-insan, the human being, yawma idhin, on that day, aina, where, al-mafar, the place to flee. Yep. Happy with that? We're going to cover future tense next week, inshallah. You'll see that this is a future tense sentence. We'll cover that next week, inshallah. I'll tell you the good news, you don't have to learn a new table. The past tense has its own table, present tense has its own table, future tense, you've already done it. You've already done the table, but there's some additional steps you need to know, right? So there's no new table now, finished. All the tables are done for the course, right? Do I see a yes? Do I see people happy? No new tables now. You'll learn future tense, inshallah, you'll learn future tense, inshallah, without learning a new table. The Ghana present tense verb table has an incorrect translation. Oof. Okay, then let's just go back, have a look. What have I messed up? Which one? It should be he was. Oh, no. So it shouldn't be he was because it's present tense. It should be he is. Yes. Let's check them all. He is. They are. You are. You are. I am. We are. Yes. I don't think it's messed up. I think it's right this time. So you've written. It should be he was. It shouldn't be he was. It should be he is because it's present tense. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yes. In the workbook, it might be wrong because I just before doing this, doing the class, I just go over the slides and yeah, I need to make some corrections in the book. Yeah, please just correct it in the book. It should be what it says in this slide. Okay. Right. Voila. What's voila? Voila. Wow means and. La means not. Okay. Aqulu. What does aqulu mean? Aqulu, I say. So, and not I say. In other words, and I do not say. Okay. And I do not say. Lakum. Lakum. What's lakum? To you, but more information. I know in the translation it says to you, but more information. You should be able to now extract more information. So just to you? Exactly, right? It's really to you all. Just plural. The reason why they don't say to you all there, some translation others might think that, you know, it sort of goes out of the flow of English if you say that, you know, when you do it word to word, so they just put it as, and I do not say to you, right? But really it's to you all. Okay, not them. Them would be lahum. Them would be, for them, to them would be lahum. But lakum is to you all. Yeah. Lam, for, or to. You know, if you don't know, try them both. Right? And whichever one makes more sense, that might be the right answer. Inni. What's inni? Good. Good. Indeed, I. So over here, you're just seeing I. You're not seeing the indeed here, or verily. You're not seeing that here, yeah. But it is in Arabic. Look, it's in Arabic. You're seeing it. So you're gonna get that depth that you don't get in English. You know. Urdu translations, yeah, in my experience, they're closer to the Arabic. But English translation, you know, further away. Anyway, in other translations, you might see indeed here, or verily, or surely. You might see that. So inni, indeed I, malakun. Malakun is the singular of malaika. So malak is angel. So, and I do not say to all of you that indeed I am an angel. Yeah. So you've got the, you know, for this, you've got all the formulas. You've learned the tables. You've learned the words that you should, you know, you need to know to be able to explain, to understand this. So malaika is angels. Yeah. Somebody's asking, should it not be angels? Malaika. Malaika is angels. Malak is angel. Singular. And I think we covered that in the vocabulary, malak. I'm sure. I think we did a malak in the vocabulary. Yeah. So malak is an angel. Malaika is angels. Close to Malik. Yes, close to Malik. Yes. And close to Malik as well. Close to Malik, close to Malik. Right? Okay, next one. Ataquluna. Ataquluna. Right, so in Arabic, you can start off a question by a. Yeah. A. You can start off a question by a. You can also start off a question by hal. Hal. Right? Hal ataka. Yeah. And also you can start off a question by just saying the sentence itself, but raising your voice. taquluna. Right, now which one you use when, we're not going to go through that. It's already written in the Quran, so as long as you know a or hal, and sometimes you just read the context of the sentence, maybe in the Quran, even there may be verses like that where just from the context you can tell it's a question. Right? So ataquluna. So what's taquluna mean? Taquluna. Taquluna. You all say. So ataquluna means do you all say, right? Do you all say? Ala. So if you just understand ala to mean what we've learnt on, right? You've got to see if it fits in the sentence. Okay? So if you think in your mind on, okay, because that's like maybe the majority meaning of ala. Okay, then Allah. Allah, right? Now you know it doesn't make sense if you say it literally in English, right? So just what you could do is read it all and then try to figure out what it's talking about, yeah? Over here, somebody might translate it as upon, right? But over here it's against, right? Because when you say it like that, it just translates as against. And you might sort of get what's going on, right? Do you say Allahi ma la ta'lamun, what not you all know? Now in some translations it might say about. Do you say Allahi ma la ta'lamun? Do you say Allahi what you all do not know? And then even if you didn't know that Allah was meaning against here, you'll still know what's going on, inshallah. Right? Maybe many times Allah, maybe when it's like that, it means against. Yeah. They are different. You can go into it then further and then find out, right? But for us, hope you get the sort of idea. So ta'lamuna is you all have ilm, alima. So what not you all know. Next one. Qul. We've not done qul, but guess which verb it's from? Yeah, to say, right? Qul. How does it become qul? From qala, how does it become qul? Level 2. Level 2. Right, okay? So in those who understand sort of are good with English grammar, it's the imperative form. It's the command form. Right, we don't do command form here. So qul, say. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say. Okay, say. Huwa. What's huwa? We did it lesson 1, I think. Huwa, or lesson 2. Huwa, he. Right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, is in brackets. Yeah. Allah. So he is Allah. Ahad. Ahad, you just have to learn what it means. It means one. That's what Bilal radiallahu anhu was saying when he was being tortured. Ahad. Yeah. One. That I don't believe in your 360 gods. Allah is only one. Yeah. Somebody asked when's level 2. Level 2 is actually on. Level 2 is actually on the channel, on this channel, on the YouTube channel. If you go to the playlist, level 2 is there. I've not called it level 2 yet, but inshallah I'll call it level 2. So you could, if you want, after this course, go on to level 2 and do it yourself. The next time I teach level 2 might be next year, Allah Alam. Right. So that this is the font, different font. Just see how many more I've got. Oh, that's it. Might inshallah be completing in 10 minutes then, inshallah. Right. Will I teach in December? I think I might teach the same one in December again, inshallah. Actually, this one's the most beneficial one. Gets people off the ground from zero. It gets you off the ground easily. Level 2, it's the same slides, but just more. So even somebody could start level 2 from the start, from beginning. It's just that it's faster paced and there's a lot more to learn. That's why I recommend doing this one first if you've never done any Arabic before. Right, so okay, waqulu, waqulu. We've not done waqulu, right? But it's the plural of waqul. Waqulu. It means and you all speak. Okay, and you all speak. Linnasi, yes, and say a plural. Yeah, that's right. Linnasi, to mankind, to people. So and speak to mankind. Husnan, to people. Husnan, right? Kindly. Yep. And speak to mankind, to people, kindly. Okay, you'll get different translations maybe. وَلَا تَكُونُوا وَلَا تَكُونُوا, right? تَكُونُونَ, right? Just imagine تَكُونُونَ there, yeah? تَكُونُونَ. What does تَكُونُونَ mean? It means you all be. So وَلَا تَكُونُوا, and you all do not be. Why did the noon disappear? There's some Arabic grammar going on there, right? Which we don't cover, except in level 2, right? So, and you all do not be. Because kana means to be. And takunu means you be. Takununa means you all be. Wala takunu, and you all do not be. Okay? Kalladhina, kalladhina. You might remember, okay, what's alladhina mean? Alladhina. What's alladhina mean? We've done alladhina, I'm pretty sure. Alladhina. That's why vocabulary is very important as well. Okay, those. Okay, those. Okay, iPad. iPad, are you an Arab? I'd be really happy if you say no. I'd be happy if you say yeah as well. Right? So good. Right. So the ka, remember we did ka in prepositions. We only touched upon it, but the ka means like. Right. So like those. Right. The ka, when it attaches on the start of a word, of many words, it means like. So, and you all do not be like those. Okay. Like those. The ka is like, and alladhina is those. Like those. Nasu means to forget, right? So that's the word for to forget. So Nasullaha, right? Those who've forgotten Allah. So do you all do not be like those who forgot Allah. Yeah. So nisyan, insan, they say nisyan. Insan comes from nisyan, which means to forget. And nasu is the forget. So, and you all do not be like those who forgot Allah. Yep. iPad, I'm still waiting for you to see if you're Arab or non-Arab. All right. Next one. Wakun. Wakun. So you can see it's something to do with kana. Because look, kaf and noon. It's similar, something to do with kana, yakunu. Good. Right? And be. But it's a command. And we don't learn command except in level 2. Right? So it's a command. How do you change kana, yakunu into command form? Like be. Like kun fayakun, right? Yeah? So it's that. We've not covered that, but I've just left the verses in there. Right? So wakun means and be. Min. What's min? Min. from, good. And it's a mina because the next one, because the next word, as far as I know. From ash-shakirin. Because as far as I know, because there's two sheens and the first one has a sukoon on it, right? So you can't have two sukoons together, so this one gets a fatha on. Min ash-shakirin. Yeah, the thankful ones. Shakir, shukr, yeah? Do shukr of Allah, that, yeah? Shakir is the one who is thankful. Shakirina is the ones who are thankful. So, and be from those who are thankful. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those who are thankful. Alhamdulillah. Okay, just the fact that you've got a tablet or you've got a laptop and you're able to have broadband internet and you're attending this class, you've got a lot to be thankful for. That means you've got a house. That means you've got a bed to sleep in. That means you've got things. Alhamdulillah. People who don't have beds, they don't have houses, they don't, So alhamdulillah, we've got plenty to thank Allah for. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Last one. Fatakuna. Fatakuna. Okay, so we've done takunu, yeah? We've done takunu. It's in our table. Remember I said sometimes it's going to change. The ending is going to change. Don't worry about it. It still means takunu, right? It still means takunu. So fatakuna, and that's level 2 as well. So fata, yeah. So fatakuna. So over here it's translated as lest. We said many times fa means so, right? When it's touching onto a word. Over here we'll leave it as, we're just going to go with the translation here, lest. Fatakuna, lest. Not you all say, that's qala, yaqulu. But good try. So takunu means you are, yeah? Or you be. So fatakunu, so lest you be. Lest you be. Look at takunu in the table. Takunu means, I've translated it as you are. And you are and you be. Yes, very similar. Lest you be min. From, yeah. Al-khasirin. I don't know if we've done khasirin before, but khasirin means losers. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر. Yeah, والعصر. Indeed, mankind is in loss. Khasirin is the loser. Losers. Right? All done? 4 minutes left. I think, inshallah, in 4 minutes we're going to finish and then you can all pack up for the day. That's the other font. Okay. Root words. More root words because root words are what you need to know. When you know the patterns, what matters is the root words. Do you know what the root word means? Basura yabusuru means to see, to perceive. Jaza, jazakallah khair. Yeah, reward. Jaza yajzi. Ja'a yaji'u means to come. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Idha ja'a nasrullahi wal fath. When comes the victory, the help of Allah and the victory. So ja'a yaji'u. Hakama yahkumu. You can see from here which ones the weak ones are. Ja'a yaji'u. That's this week. It looks different as well. Yajzi, look, that looks different as well. They're weak. These two are weak. Hakama yahkumu, to judge, right? Hakim, hakim, you get those words from there. Khalafa yakhlufu. Khalafa yakhlufu, to be behind. The Khalifa came after the Prophet ﷺ, yeah? Khalafa yakhlufu. Okay. Razaqa yarzuqu. Razaqa, to provide. Yarzuqu, he provides. So he provided, he provides. Look at the numbers: 148, 118, 278, 2 and 10. Yeah. رجع يرجع. رجع يرجع. Return. Okay, it starts with a r. Return. 104. رحم يرحم. يرحمك الله. Yeah. Rahim. Ar-Rahman. Right. Rahima, merciful. Ra'a yara. Yeah. أرأيت الذي. Yeah. Ra'a yara. Alam tara kayfa. Right. To see. So this one's like perceive. To see. This one's to see, like, to see. صدق يصدق. صدق يصدق. صدق means spoke the truth. To speak the truth. يصدق. صبر يصبر. Sabr, right? Patience. That's where we get sabrun from, which we just did in last week's vocabulary. Sabrun. Right? So sabara yasbiru, to be patient, steadfast. Shahida yashhadu. Shahida yashhadu. Witness, to witness. Okay, so that's that. Learn them. And then we've got the homework. The homework is write down the full table of the verbs kana and qala. Kana and qala. Right? So it's just copying those tables in the hopes that you're going to learn it, right? I've got a story, but yeah. Try writing the verb table 10 times if you know. I wrote something once 20 times, a verse, 20 times, and alhamdulillah, it's in my head, right? So learn all the words in the vocabulary list, and yes, that's all for this week. Yippee. Okay, so that's all done. I don't think we've got another slide. Okay, slide done. That's the end of the lesson. Anybody got any questions? If you have, yeah, it's 8:40 anyway, so pretty much done. Okay. Okay, we'll end it there. We'll end it there, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Barakallahu feekum.